Hello, guys. This is John again with Buckle Up with John Buckle. We are doing a new episode, as you can tell. It's my girlfriend, Kim, and we are going to be going over, like we always do, sports news. So I will let Kim do the talking if she would like to, and we'll just go from there because I have some stuff that I want to say that just came out too. So whenever you are ready, Kim, you can go ahead.
All right. Um, my news is mostly about the Colts. DeForest Buckner is named as the all-time finalist of the 2025 Art Rooney Sportsmanship Award, which is really good for him. That is like a big plus. Have played quarterback Daniel Jones and cornerback Chris Lemons on IR. So they got
Injured reserve, yeah.
injured and now can't play for so how much long because of their injury. But they have also signed cornerback Cameron Mitchell to the 53 roster from the practice squad, and they have also signed cornerback Troy Pride Jr. to also the practice squad. So they're pretty much replacing the ones that got injured with people on the practice squad to replace them, so they have backup for when they get injured and stuff. They they have this is still the Colts. They have placed cornerback Charvarius Ward Sr. on IR. Got injured.
I'm going to say something real fast. It's Carnavia towards senior, but go on.
I'm trying.
I know. Keep going.
Uh, but have signed K Black Group and the cornerback Brett Rippin
Yeah, you got it. I think you got it. Go ahead.
to the 53-man roster from the practice squad. And as I just said, they're replacing the injured player, uh, another injured player, with a player that can play and stuff. But they have signed uh Jimmy Morrissey to the practice squad as a backup. Now with the Michigan Wolverines, Coach Sharon.
Let me say something real fast. Right when she said Michigan Wolverines, I do not get into that college at all, but she's gonna do what she can. So I just want to let that be out there because I'm usually doing, as you guys know, mostly Indiana sports, but we try to branch out into other things. So, anyways, go ahead, Kim.
Well, my brother that lives in Michigan, so that's why.
What is it now?
I have a brother that lives in Michigan.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, go ahead. Keep going.
So Michigan Wolverines coach Sharon Moore got arrested.
Oh, damn.
You won't believe this, but over inappropriate relationship with saying my hair isn't wet, dumbass, and also stalking a white female. Now, how can a coach be that stupid to do all that and know that he isn't going to get caught?
The
What?
that really None of these things really surprise me. At least they have their own reasons. Out of all technicality, I don't know if that's even technicality or not, but they have their own reasons, and they're gonna do whatever they think they want to do, so
And
to
they think
speak.
that they won't get away with it, but they are, and they have consequences. So I'm guessing he's not gonna have that job.
I'm gonna guess by half the year, and I'm not even a Michigan State fan, but whatever they do for the, you said it was a guy, right, or girl?
A guy.
Okay, I'm gonna guess on my assumptions, which are probably wrong to begin with, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Is this football or basketball?
Football.
Football. Depending on what their GM does, their front office does, first off, they're gonna see what the report says from the incident or whatever happened, and then they're gonna go off of that and see how much time he should miss, which I'm gonna guess by either half the season or towards the end of the season, maybe even the end of the season, they're gonna cut him off the practice squad, or
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if I'm understanding that right, but anyways, um, so that's probably what's gonna happen, and I'm not surprised. These things happen all the time. So, but any more, Kim? Anything more?
Nope. The camera's on you.
All right. So since you guys have seen her before in my podcast for Buckle Up with John Buckle, my my news is obviously going to be for the NBA, and it's just branched out into other areas now. So, with further ado, the landing spots, actually shouldn't say landing spots yet, but Giannis Kumbo, which is the Greek freak, I think mostly everybody knows who he is. Been on the Bucks for several years, 3, 4, 5 years maybe now.
Yeah.
He is in trade talks, I believe, with the front office of the Bucks organization. All this is just trade talks, though. It's all just scenarios being played out. So there's, I think, now 28 days until the trade deadline. I think it'll be in January sometime. But like I said, just trade scenarios. There, all kinds of teams really want to land Giannis. The Miami Heat want to land Giannis. The New York Knicks want to land Giannis. And the source that I got it from was NBA Central. That should be a pretty decent source for now, anyways. So all these other teams I didn't write down, and I think I wanted to get this going faster this time, anyways. All these other teams are really wanting Giannis, but from what I think is going to happen, in my take, kind of thinking of for ESPN First Take right now for whatever reason. I think that's just what one of my shows that I've been watching is. Anyways, if the New York Knicks land Giannis and they don't get a championship the next year, their cap space is going to be so full that they won't be able to sign him. And I don't even think, even if they went out to get trades, to do trades and get other players, the thing is, it's going to be I think it's going to be a different atmosphere, different culture in New York. But I mean, I really don't know because I'm not too much of a New York Knicks fan to begin with. I think she knows that.
Yep, I do.
So what's going to happen is if they don't get the title next year, he's not going to stay for multiple years after that. Anyways, he's not going to want to be in New York. I get New York is somewhat of a really big trade destination, but he's going to want to go somewhere else. It's not going to happen in New York at all. The money is going to be just ridiculous for this next year, or even, I should say, by the second half of the season, if anything even happens. And you got Miles Turner there that he's had his good plays, good minutes and everything. If Giannis doesn't stay though, Giannis is probably not Giannis. Check that. Miles Turner is not going to stay. He's not going to stay at all. He wanted to be in Milwaukee. I'm guessing because Giannis is there. So Giannis and just the Bucks and Miles. The Bucks are going to probably, if they make this trade for Giannis, it's going to be blown up. There's going to be a whole
There's
lot of
a lot.
other players, exactly from what Kim was saying. So moving on, Pacers recently have signed guard Garrison Matthews to a rest of the season contract, and Jay Huff is on contract for 3 years. Even though it's his first year, so he's got some climbing to do. That is, he's got some growth that he's already showing growth as it is right now. He came from Memphis, so Memphis gave us uh, for right now a decent center in Jay Huff. And as far as Garrison Matthews, he was on a two-way contract when we first got him, so he's being signed for the rest of the year. There was another guy. It was Robinson Earl, I believe. I think that's a really bad trade, to me at least, because Garrison Matthews hasn't done as much. You have to keep in mind, if you guys don't already know this, the Pacers have been the worst rebounding team for years. And yeah, I get that Garrison Matthews is a shooter. He shoots from anywhere that he gets. I haven't seen him do layups yet. Make a layup or anything like that. Maybe I have. I don't know. It's an 82 game season. Give me a break. so so I think personally the front office made a bad decision on that part. So uh,
They should have rethought that before putting another shooter on the team.
I personally think, but they went through talk, so maybe they made I just don't think so right now. I don't think they made the great decision on their part. Robinson Earl was doing a lot for us before we even got Garrison Matthews. He was on the team for what 3 or 4 days or so before being waived, and he got a lot. He was really making up for a lot of other guys. Not trying to throw you guys under the bus or anything, but for the players that weren't rebounding as much as even when the game that I was at the Pacers game when they were playing, who was that? The Detroit Pistons, and the rebounding before Robinson Earl came into the game, it was just not it wasn't good. It wasn't great. I would say, and really nothing that the Pacers have. It's gonna be funny that I say this, but it's it, for years the Pacers, like I said, have not been good at rebounding at all. They have guys that can rebound, but they don't rebound as much as they need to in order to win games, in order to get to where we want to get to. Uh, Robinson Earl had so many rebounds, so many good putbacks, so many like all that good stuff. Yeah, I think he had two or three threes that game. To me, I think he should have been re-signed, but I guess they think Garrison Matthews is the better target, so to speak, to put on the Pacers, and he's really only had maybe 1 3 that I saw, maybe two actually, that I saw that have one went in and he got fouled, but he's not doing the dirty work, which is what Robinson Earl was doing when some friends of mine and family, I guess, It was family, but not as much friends. I don't know, family and friends, I would say. But we were at that game, and Robinson Earl to me was a really big reason why we could have won that game that night.
Yeah.
He's been getting he just does the dirty work, and that's the biggest thing we need. I don't know why the front office did that. So if you guys have any comments, please leave them down here. I'd really like to know what you guys say about this video, including, I mean, Kim would like to know too. So there there is trade talks going on still, and from the recent news that I saw on Google, it was we are trying to get, I think his name is Brian Zubak,
I think
if I have that right. I might have to go back into that and figure out what his name is, but we're trying to get this center named Zubak off of, last name is Zubak, off of the Clippers, and he has a lot of size. I think he doesn't have the 3 point range at all. He There's a lot of things that he brings to the game, and I believe that if we get him, who we trade for. I was actually asking that to Alex Golden earlier today. Shout out to Alex Golden, by the way, that is on Twitter, that talks about the Pacers and how they're doing and stuff like that. So shout out to him and Tony East also, that I see on Twitter. But for me, I really think, and you guys might be biased about this, who knows? Again, write in the comments and tell me what you think about any of this. I really think they're gonna probably trade Isaiah Jackson, for Zubac to get him here, and the reason why I think for that is because we already have so many young talent on this team.
mm,
Think I think I think
we could use somebody that is already well used
well
for a
they've
long
already been
time and not a young one.
they've already sorry about that, but they've already been in the league for way longer than most of
Yeah,
the
that's
dudes that we have, and they have a lot of knowledge of the game, and a lot of that just comes from the game and titles and whatnot. Siakam's already gotten a title at the with the Raptors, so he's here still, obviously, for what, the second or third year,
I think so.
and and as of the trade talks, anyways, I think Jackson's going to be the one that's gone. They're both Jay Huff and Isaiah Jackson are both on 3 year contracts. The only difference is that Huff's only been here for a year, and he's about to get he's already getting an extension. They It said on Google, anyways, that he's going to be staying for another 2 years, and I'm not sure if I really like that move so much. I know that Jay Huff, as much as all the Pacers fans around here have seen, Jay Huff has done a really good job at the three ball. He can knock that down a lot. He can go to the hoop. He can draw the. I mean, he's learning to draw fouls now, as we saw in the last like 1 or 2 games, and he's really just improving a lot and gaining a lot more knowledge about the game, as from what I saw Quinn Buckner, or heard Quinn Buckner say the last game. So that's up for debate. But I don't obviously don't know what's going to happen yet. I think 28 days until the trade deadline. So we'll see how that pans out. But we're gonna go to the Colts now because, man, what happened last game? I'm guessing everyone in Indiana, no, nearly everyone in Indiana saw that last game. Kim probably knows who I'm going to be talking about here soon. But
Yeah.
um, the guy that went down was Daniel Jones. Got
And
a
what had happened to him? Like,
say, say what?
I can't believe what happened to him.
No, I don't think anybody can, honestly. I don't think anybody can really process that still. He, it was a non-contact injury, which is what now, as I remember Quinn Buckner saying about Tyrese, or actually, yeah, I think it was about Isaiah Jackson at first, the first time, and then it was Tyrese. But I think Isaiah Jackson went down last year before Tyrese when he was playing when Tyrese was playing in the finals. But as far as as far as Daniel Jones going down, we haven't really gotten too much of details on how long he's going to be out. My guess is he'll probably be out for the beginning of not the beginning, the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna let Kim chime in again here because she already knows what I'm thinking about. She already knows what's going on in the sports world probably nearly as much as I do. So they signed a new person, and who would that person be?
Cameron Mitchell and Troy
Oh
Pride.
no, not those two, not those two. The
Oh,
quarterback who we signed.
Jarvis.
Nope, not yet.
What?
Yep, okay, I thought she knew. Maybe she'll know once I bring it up. Philip Rivers. We have signed him. We have signed him for the rest of the
I
year.
I just couldn't think of it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. We signed Philip Rivers to for the rest of the season right after right after um Daniel Jones went down.
Yeah.
And so he'll be our starter probably for the rest of the season. I know right I know we drafted Riley Leonard in the draft about a year or two ago, and probably should have put this on on the notes, but Richardson, I think they're gonna just trade him. He's not doing anything for us. He's been on the bench for how many years now? 3. It seems like forever, really.
Yeah.
They're not going to get anything out of Richardson at all. I think he's just. I think his career is busted. But whatever
Not
happens,
slowly degrading on playing.
whatever happens, though, like when if they send him to free agency, I would really like to know what is going to happen after that, or if they have him in trade talks, which I think they're not going to get anything out of him when they go to trade talks, anyways. So I think it's best just to send him to free agency, and who wants to pick him up. That's the best way to do it. And even that, if nobody picks him up, then we're gonna owe money to the NFL, and so I don't know if that's a good thing to do either. At least that's what it says on sports games when I'm on my Xbox. But we need to get rid of Richardson. I really think he needs to go. Riley Leonard just needs to keep on practicing and doing what he does as a quarterback, um, doing what he knows he can do
Mm-hmm.
in the game, just playing his game. I think we'll probably sign him to a two-way or so contract. I think he's already on the practice squad, but regardless of all that, Philip Rivers is on the practice squad right now. And check what I said earlier. Actually, I think Philip Rivers. Well, actually, okay. He's signed for the rest of the year. If we get to the playoffs, great. But I don't know if will make it past the playoffs in the first round to the second round, anyways. So that has yet to be seen. But here are the injury reserves as we go into the reserves for the next game. DeForest Buckner has a neck injury right now. And he's a defensive tackle. For everybody that knows football, except maybe me, for all the positions and whatnot. Wide receiver Josh Downs went down with an ankle injury last game, I believe. Franklin has a knee injury. He's a linebacker and cornerback. Sauce Gardner that we just got like a week or two ago. He went down with a calf injury, so he's probably going to be doubtful again for this next game. Anthony Gold is a wide receiver. He has a foot injury right now. Jalen Jones is a cornerback. Riley Leonard, knee injury. And if anybody does know this, please chime into the comments. So, Riley Leonard is a Notre Dame Fighting Irish quarterback. So he got drafted, I think last year or the year before. I think it was last year actually. Could be wrong, but here we go on to defensive end Taekwon Lewis. He has an ankle injury right now. Alec Pierce has a rib injury. Wide receiver Braden Smith is the tackle. He's under concussion protocol, and he has a neck injury. So we have got nine players still out that we have not gotten back yet. It's not looking good for Colts fans, and it's definitely not looking good for Pacers fans. Even though, even though I myself like to say I like to watch them, even though they're losing, and people can say what they want about either team, but that will wrap it up. I'm very glad to see you guys back on my channel again. I'm Buckel. This is Buckle Up with John Buckle. I'm John, as you guys already know. This is Kim. I'm going to put her in collaboration with me. I had Thomas on last time, as you guys probably know if you watched the last episode. So I'm gonna get off of here. Like I said, this has been another good episode with as my show Buckle Up with John Buckle, if that even made sense. I'm trying to get my brain back. And again, this is Kim. Kim, if you want to say hi and whatever else you want to say to the crowd, go ahead. Uh, your
Hi.
time is now. Your time
Hi.
is now. If you would like to, I said your time is now, but I'm still butting in. uh, if you guys have any comments on Kim too, I would really like you guys to give her some tips too. I've been trying to give her some tips also, but with further
Would
of
like your feedback on what we say in our podcast so we can do better and get more information so we can make
and
right
we're really trying to build this platform that we're on here. So
and get
thank
millions
you,
of views.
thank you guys, each and every one of you. Again, this is bye bye for now. Peace. We will see you in the next episode. Thanks, guys, for watching Buckle Up with John Buckle. Peace. Have a good night.